deer with a car coming here in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't want to rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Do I could jam with the cops, the plan now, everybody want to be friends? How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. I said I go quick, out of my mind, and I think back when daddy wrote down, and it might scrape, and it might grind, work hard, and it might shine, and slow down, so it's time, ain't good high.
So please like, subscribe, comment, and share.
The Jazz couldn't have looked more confident as when they arrived at the arena earlier on. Obviously amped up for tonight's game. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, Rudy Gobert is...
Yeah, DA, very understanding. Thank you. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Green plays the 4 with Gobert at center. Mitchell and Bogdanovich, here the wings, and it's Conley in at the point. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. Now, here's Mitchell. A fadeaway, and Green with the basket on the assist from Conley. Smitty, as a player, when it comes to preparing for a long season, talk about the advantages of the new strength and conditioning programs we read so much about.
You know, for me, Kevin, when I first started out, it was all about just getting stronger, lifting weights. I think right now, for these guys, they're doing a great job of adding that and also recovery. What do you do for recovery, being able to play the next game? I would love to see the technology that they have. Wish I could use it, Kevin, because all I did was run and get me a fish fillet, and I was ready to go.
No good from Booker. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. 4-point game. Mitchell in the corner. Fires for 3. Rubio with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Stolen by Mitchell. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Great job getting it to go after he takes the hit. Mitchell plays with a force every night.
Saric passes to Booker. And the 3 ball is good.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Conley against Rubio. Conley gets the bucket.
You know, he called his number that time. Mike Conley picking apart the defense off the pick and roll.
Rubio outside. Here's Oubre. That 3 off the mark.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
And now a moment to see the stats for Conley. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 21 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Bogdanovich finds Gobert from the arc. And it's Michael Conley with a 3. Conley's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for. And you look back at that 2013 draft, Just call it the year of the sleeper Euro. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Here's Mitchell following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. The shot, no good. Good D by Booker. Pass to Rubio. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Ayton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
Phoenix making some changes. Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. But Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style. Not something that's always associated with foreign-born players. But they're erasing that perception.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Passes it to Saric. Ayton trying to break free. Saric, that's good.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Now here is Conley. He has 5. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players and switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game.
The offensive rebound. There's Kaminsky. And finally they hit one.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
The pass to Gobert. Exum kicks to Moutier. To the inside, Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Kaminsky misses. Utah leading by 8. 104 left in the first quarter. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Now here's Kaminsky. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. O'Neal's check in for Utah. The 3 from Johnson. And Davis pulls it down. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Moutier with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Moutier with the basket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
36 seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson for 3. The shot will not fall. So Utah will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
I was surprised they put up so little fight. That was not the team I expected to see that night.
Drops in the tray.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Now,
Moutier. from deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Jazz lead by 11. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He's one of my favorite players growing up.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
We've got Aaron Baines. Bridges out there with Frank Kaminsky. Then it's Johnson, and it's Okobo in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And the shot goes down.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The two things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting. Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Johnson outside. Pass to Bridges. Back to Johnson. Puts up a 3. And it's Okobo missing.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
And that one's good. Green.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Rubio dishes to Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. Carries it from three-point range.
This is what you get from a vet looking to recapture the momentum for his team with the answer 3.
For 3, Booker, good on the triple. Booker's got a pair of triples in the second now for Phoenix.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Here's Saric. Yep, it counts.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They've led by as many as 14 points. Oubre against Bogdanovich. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night. Rubio against Conley. Rubio the pass to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Utah leading by 10. Mitchell finds Davis. outside Conley. Back to Davis. Jazz passing it around. 4 on the clock. And Utah again with the bucket.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Rubio dishes to Booker. And it's good, 2 points. Booker's got 14.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Conley kicks to Green. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And Utah again with the bucket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the Suns call time. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Kaminsky is checked in for Saric. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre. And it's Johnson in for Ricky Rubio.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Here's Gobert. O'Neal trying to break free. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Drains the three-pointer. 17 points in the game.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Conley scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
They are just killing him on the interior.
On the wing, Booker from outside the arc. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. And that's 20 points for Devin Booker.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And here is Mitchell. And so it's Utah going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 10. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times they kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, your take on Phoenix.
They need to break.
That's all for now.
Definitive match.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Jelon Bogdanovich, here are the wings. Green plays the 4 with Gobert at center. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And Green slams it in.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Booker. Here's Gobert, and the layup's good off the glass. Gobert's got 7.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Ayton finds Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Jazz leading by 12. Here's Conley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Ricky Rubio picks one up. And Smitty last season a career high in scoring for Mike Conley. Also assisting at a career high pace.
And now in his 30s, Mike Conley not only a model of consistency, he's just getting better.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Outside Conley. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Saric. From 11 feet away, he shoots again, and Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
No good from Booker.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Rubio dishes to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Rubio. No good again that time.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Then for the Jazz, Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Mitchell, and it's Exum in for Mike Conley. Green inside, covered by Oubre. Here's Exum, and Baines pulls it down. Suns trailed by 19. Booker left side, over Mudiay. That's good from Booker on the assist by Saric. And that's now 24 points for Devin Booker.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
To the middle, here's Exum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Smitty Snyder, also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title, and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Davis comes in for Jeff Green, and it's Joe Ingles in for Bogdanovich. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded close. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Johnson surveying the floor. Here's a Kobo. No good on the triple. Utah leading by 19. No one near Mudiay as he lets it go. Here's Exum. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Exum's got 6.
That's Exum's comfort zone. When he sees a chance for an easy fast break opportunity, he really leaks out quickly.
Bridges for 3. Here's Kaminsky, banked in off the glass.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
The Jazz have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Gobert. Kicks to Mudiay. Here's Exum. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there. You don't see that play regularly from them, but it led to a made 3. So you can't knock them for trying it.
Now, here's Exum. D right on him. He makes the Johnny from the left block.
Timeout.
Exum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Guard
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And the Suns call time.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. Coming off a terrific season. First in shooting percentage, third in blocks, and one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You can count on one hand the number of bad shots he took.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Here's Booker. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. The teardrop falls in. That's 12 points for Dante Exum.
And with those long arms, it's very difficult to defend Dante Exum when he's taking it to the bucket.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
2 points. That one goes. That's now 8 points for Emmanuel Mudiay. Suns trail by 19. Johnson outside. Takes a three. Bridges misses. Exum deciding where to go with it. Can't connect. And so it's Utah with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Johnson in at point. No good from Booker.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Mitchell with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Passes it to Conley. Johnson against Gobert. Back to Conley. Here's Mitchell, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 6th assist on the night. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. On the wing, Booker over Mitchell. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Utah has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Ingles, that's for 2. And Utah again with the bucket. Steve, the league has broadened the definition of clear path foul. Think that'll discourage the wrap-up fouls that stop those fast breaks?
Yeah, I think so, because the guy's coming downhill with that type of force. And if you do wrap him up, and sometimes your coaches want you to because of the situation, but it's hard, and it can create a lot of injuries. So I do like the clear path fouls.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Sharch checked in for Aaron Baines. Oubre comes in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Tyler Johnson. The pass to Bogdanovich. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
From deep. Kicks it out to Booker. No good from outside.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. He's kind of lost.
So we lost the match.